Melvo lit that shit and bang.
Her first response to all this shit was fucking awful. And I didn't feel like it was even worth talking about. I'm like, yeah, of course she's lying. Of course she's fucking lying. But then I found out, Fed said he didn't mean to release it. I figured I would at least do an update on the shit. Anyways, we have her response, because her first response went over so fucking well. Intro. Hold on.
I've talked about my experiences with Fed in the past, and I'm really disappointed that leaked and misleading messages have made it necessary for me to respond once again. I feel forced to share my side of the story now, with the evidence and context, to hopefully close this chapter once and for all. Knowing how much it hurts to have private convos leaked, I didn't want to have it come to sharing more info that is also private to Fed and my friends involved. Out of respect for their privacy, I'll only be talking about some of the things that were already shared and what my friends are comfortable with, because I have no evidence to support anything that I say.
Nothing of value was lost.
Right? Fuck. I'm having fun doing the voices. I'm not gonna lie. But it's 11
Pokimane voices.
I don't even know what she fucking sounds like, because legit, I put on closed captions and just mute it.
I don't think I've seen a Pokimane video. I've seen her talking to iDubbbz's girlfriend once, I think, maybe.
And
it was basically her being like, I don't watch any anime. That's what people like.
What?
Yeah.
See, that's another point for Belle Delphine over fucking Pokimane. Let's keep going.
I found out about this document weeks ago because one of Fed's viewers DM'd one of the offline TV members with a link to it. Technically a private version to it. There was no update at the bottom. Certain private texts were not in the document I saw. I was horrified that a viewer of his had such private messages of mine, and I immediately contacted Fed. We spent a couple days talking things through and coming to an understanding on how to handle things. I told him that I'd send him a picture of my boobies if he promised not to send the document out, but he was not receptive. I also informed him how the document was shared with me, so he was well aware of the specific person who was doing this. Over the next few weeks, I would have my close friends and other streamers message me and tell me they were also sent this document, sometimes from Fed, sometimes from Fed's viewers. Every time my privacy was further violated. I mean, sure, I may have accused Fed of being a molester, but he should not have sent my messages to other people. That was crossing the line.
Now that's a petty take right there.
What? God, it's true. It's true. She's such a bitch.
It's like such a petty take. Like you could have gotten T-pics, but instead you were a dick.
Right.
How dare you? She's basically an older version of that the conservative young lady, Gretchen. It's like, how dare you?
Oh my god, I'm not gonna do it. I fucking know who you're talking about too. Fuck. All right. Where did I leave?
I would tell Fed, and he would tell me he'd speak to his viewer, and had the Google Docs deleted. It kept happening multiple times afterwards, making it hard for me to believe that he didn't want this to be shared. Yvonne OTV. I'd like to give context to the messages he included in me talking about Yvonne, since the leaked documents attempt to imply that I was plotting against her when this was not the case at all. I simply just didn't like that bitch. And everybody knows you don't work with a bitch you don't like. I'm really disappointed that he would try to publicly pit us against each other, especially after I did that to him. Since he knows us personally, and the reality of the situation on top of what he's already put Yvonne through. You know, the shit that I made up. The situation is also heavily impacted by the fact that Fed touched Yvonne inappropriately on the hand. Everybody knows that when you touch a girl on the hand, That's basically marriage, which is something that OTV members weren't aware of until I told them.
Do you know their
that
hands brushed against each other? You're like, fuck, dude.
It's like married, divorce.
that don't you know you can get pregnant from touching a woman's hands without her permission? That was basically rape.
Oh my.
Please keep this in mind when reading the screenshots involving other house members because they didn't know and have done everything in their power to help Yvonne since they found out that he basically raped her hand. Because I was so close to Fed, but not close enough that he could ever rape my hand. He would rant or vent to me about others a lot. And I know you didn't see those in those text messages, but I promise you, on my honor as a Girl Scout, that they indeed did happen. Just you have to shut your eyes and pretend that it did. Yvonne was sore topic for him, where he would continuously complain about her, just not in the text messages that I was complaining about her in, because he was smart enough to know that he would need to leak those to the public. He would complain that he was taking on her workload and that she would deny his attempts to get her to do work on OTV and stream instead. Looking back at this now, no one can blame Yvonne for wanting to avoid him, but no one knew what Fed did at the time. I've included an example of this below. Oh, guys, we got the tea. Hold on, we got the tea.
I'm gonna have to go for the tea, but you got a George Floyd gamer in your chat there, Crow.
Huh? Oh, well, whatever. Welcome. All right. Oh God, now I gotta do fucking Fedmyster. Shit.
goes into Yvonne's room. Yo, let's think of a prank content ideas since Lily I'll be out. Immediately gets into a game of League. Kawaii Death's face. I
What?
leave and she
This
says,
sound-
hey, you gonna think of something, right? Yeah. Tell her what you think. All right, I'll show her my penis. All right, I'll do that now. Wow, I was surprised. I asked her when she came was done if she would come upstairs to fuck me and brainstorm OTV stuff in bed. She gave me this face. I want to keep playing. But my penis wanted her face!
What the fuck is this, you cunt? This is your big drop on him. This is your big drop on him. The fuck? The actual fuck?
Like, I've read some of these things, and it just makes her look more like a bitch.
Oh my god, no, there's more. Don't worry. This is her proof that he was sexually molesting her, right? Inappropriate touching on the hand, people.
We're not talking about this. We're talking about this, right?
God damn. What the fuck?
All right, I gotta go, but I'm gonna watch on the thing. I'll send you some money, Screw. I love you.
Buddy, I love
on
you.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yes.
Okay, I'm sorry I got slug on, but look, we got Russ out of it, so it's not all for.
Honestly, Russ is the greatest thing to happen out of Angry Slug.
Right? I
Yep.
think so too. All right, I love you guys.
All right, buddy. Later. Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
These texts were from May 25th, 2019, whereas Fed has shared screenshots of things I parroted about Yvonne months later in October 5th, 2019. I was not the only person that Fed would vent to Yvonne about. Yvonne. Although I repeatedly heard the same thing from him throughout these months. So I was just repeating what he had said. So it really was all him. It wasn't me. I'm a good, honest, decent person. I only sold out my friend and never tickled his pickle. He would also go to the other house members to complain multiple times over, which ultimately led to the point of OTV having a meeting to discuss everything. The below texts were about the meeting and the showcase that this topic stemmed from Fed bringing up issues about Yvonne. LOL, I talked to Toast before the meeting, and we agreed that we should only bring up Yvonne if we really considered a new third roommate, but I'm kind of glad. Oh, I didn't know. Plus, it kind of came up in an okay way, I think. You guys segmented into that. Yeah. No, I'm actually glad. I was like, why isn't Fed bringing it up? LOL. What? The fuck? The fuck you mean?
What the hell?
You said he was bringing it up. You said,
Oh,
God
Lord.
damn, what the fuck? How is this proof against Fed? The fuck am I reading? Guys, God damn, what the?
I can't even with this
Oh my
sometimes.
god. Oh my god. I think I talked about it with Skara. He complained to other OT. God damn. You know what?
By the way, can I point out that the fact that oh, thank you, Steve. Thank you.
It's okay. I'll collect that into a savings account for you, buddy.
It's all right. You give it to the homeless kids. All right. No,
What homeless
can
kid?
you go back up a little bit to where she had that little arrow thing? Like, I like to point out that only girls can do this. I don't know how in the world I can do it, but she just like she probably just finessed that so hard with a pencil, like for green screen or whatever phones, like a pen for phones, and it was just like well, if I did it, I do it with my finger. It looked like I would take the whole screenshot out with one shot.
I just
It just blows my mind. Blows my mind. The whole context of this whole thing is just like the context she's trying to pull. Like I could see where she was coming from that in her thought process, but at the same time, she's still wrong. You're leading on the poor man.
I mean, this is so stupid. But you know, it's gonna keep going on like this for a while, guys. Don't worry. Pokimane, if anything, is an idiot.
As you can see, there were also other members of OTV that were speaking up on behalf of Fed, as it was generally because we were under the impression from Fed that there was a problem that needed fixing. It started with Fed. I know I didn't show that it came from Fed, but everybody was bringing it up because of Fed, and all you have to do in order to understand that is just trust me implicitly, because I have never in my life lied about anything. I am one of the nicest, sweetest people on this fucking platform. And if It's a Gundam ever makes a video about me, I'll find where that man lives, call the cops, and swat his ass.
I'm pressing X for doubt.
Everything I just said. Disregard everything I just said. It was how the children say a joke. A joke. It was a yoke. A yoke on you all. And you fell for it. Haha. I'm so funny. By the way, here's some pictures of my boobies in a tight shirt. Enjoy.
You would think in 2020 she would be one of those type of people to actually have an OnlyFans. I'm actually surprised she doesn't, or she does, but it's just under a secret.
She doesn't need to. Dude. Like fuck, dude. If that bitch had an OnlyFans account, guaranteed the people watching her streams would dip out hardcore because they spend all their money on fucking OnlyFans.
Exactly.
Oh man,
they had to make a second mortgage payment.
Oh God, that's sad.
It is very sad.
At this point in time, no one else in OTV House had the context that Fed had touched her inappropriately. You see, it's very important that I mentioned this multiple times, and the reason why you don't see it in any of these text conversations is because nobody knew. Nobody knew until I told everybody. But it totally happened. Just like how I was crowned queen of niceness in my high school. There was also a different set of texts which show my concern for the lack of work being put into OTV during the beginning of quarantine. At that time, everyone in the house, including Fed, content lead, and Yvonne, house manager, was very focused on streaming, and I was worried OTV was being left on the back burner. To contextualize my concerns, OTV has a history of hiring core employees that later become content creators. Fed, Chris/Pekka, Edison, and etc., who is also a valued member of the team. And I'm genuinely happy for the other people who are inspired to create content and are successful. For the overall sake of OTV company, there are very important roles that need dedication in order for the overall group to function and be consistent. This is why I was worried with the issue would repeat itself to the point Yvonne would no longer work at OTV. You see, it was Fed who was touching her inappropriately, and my messages were just because Fed put that thought into my head because I am so easily confused. In Fed's document, he claims he told me what happened between them, but Fed also told Yvonne, and Yvonne shared this in her statement, and Dr. K talked, that he didn't remember what happened. I want to make it clear that I did not have full awareness of what Fed did to Yvonne during any of the text incidents shown. It was briefly mentioned to me in late 2019, first by Yvonne, then by Fed, that there was an uncomfortable incident that happened between them, but no details were shared with me. But it was inappropriate touching. I want to make that very clear for the record for anyone who's watching this right now or reading this document. It was inappropriate touching of the hand rape, as some would call it. I had no clue of the severity or extent of the hand rape until much later. I learned of the full situation when she publicly spoke to Dr. K and privately in a heartfelt talk with our girlfriends about the vicious hand rape by Fed. In my initial stream discussing Fed, I was extremely frustrated because I just found out what fully happened to Yvonne, the raping of her hand. And to think back at the times he complained to me about her, and I blindly believed him, made me livid. Didn't she say that, like, earlier in here somewhere that, like, in 2019 she had heard about this, but then she went on to complain and bitch about her to Fed? Is this bitch brain damaged? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I feel like 2020 in general is like logic has gone so out of the window. It's not even funny.
Did this bitch not have anyone proofread this fucking document? What the fuck?
I think allegedly there was someone who proofread it, but it was probably she pulled a Fed herself and got like a fan to read it.
Yo, isn't this
Tier 3 sub is like, hey, Johnny, can you read it for me and see if I need to make any changes? Because I feel like half the time reading this document, it's written almost as if she was trying to like write herself in a novel in a third person point of view. It's just like, what are you doing? What are you doing, Pokimane? Just right from the heart.
Like she did to Gundam. God damn.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, Kyle. It's 4D chess, man.
It is. Oh man. You see, the thing is, we're just not smart enough to understand all the connections she's making here. Okay. Let me channel my inner bitch.
Since then, Yvonne and I have talked in private about what I've said and came to a relieving understanding that after an apology from my end, because I'm such a nice, sweet, kind, and individual person, I regret the added stress we put her through after her vicious and malicious hand rape, of which she did not ask for, inappropriate touching, a severe crime in many countries. I'm so sorry to both Yvonne and anyone who read my messages with Ed that may have questioned her or her work ethic, because I never meant it. I only meant for it never to be read by the public. I hired Yvonne to work with me back in 2018, knowing that she was smart, thoughtful, and an overall pleasure to work with. It turned out she was a rough bitch who couldn't handle the workload before her. But Fed should never have made that message public, because now people think that I'm a bad person. And that's the worst thing possible that you can do to another human being named Pokimane. I then personally recommended her for an in-house position at OTV and was looking forward to working with her in person. She has grown into her role at OTV and as a content creator, even though I never wanted her to be one. And I'm really grateful for her and everything she's done for us because she's backing up my stories, so I'll continue to promote her content. Thank you, Yvonne. You're the best. Fed was my closest friend for a long time. During the OTV Taiwan trip in February 2018, we became closer and considered pursuing a relationship, but his penis was just a little bit too small for me. A couple months later, after he visited me in Canada with his little wimpy shrimpy dick, And when we traveled back home together,
I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Steve Believe is going to be sitting there going like,
You asshole! I knew it!
crow judging my ding ding. How dare you?
All right.
Where's Greta
All
when
right.
we need her? How dare you?
All right. No
No,
tiny
Greta,
penis
no,
jokes. No tiny penis jokes. We don't know. But he does look like it.
a couple months later, after he visited me in Canada, and we traveled back home together, I told him I didn't want to be more than friends around May 2018, but I did want to text him about our masturbation techniques. Weeks later, OTV held a party where I expressed interest in meeting a specific person, later referred to as Steve. After the party, Steve confided in me that Fed told him that Fed and I currently had a thing and asked Steve not to tell anyone. This really upset me and felt like a massive breach of trust, especially since it happened after I told Fed that I only wanted to be friends who talked about our mutual masturbation and how much we wanted to fuck each other. I confronted Fed about this immediately, and he apologized. Also, prior to my stream, where I spoke about Yvonne and Lily's situation with Fed, I messaged him to give him a heads up. I told him I was about to fuck his ass. And he specifically asked me not to bring it up to the public. He also admitted to this mistake when speaking to my best friend Janet after the intervention. Thanks. I really appreciate that. Is there anything that you would really want me to leave out? I don't know if I can accommodate, but I also don't want to make things terribly difficult for you. I won't mention the brutal hand raping, super personal details, mainly some lies and instances where people felt manipulated. If you can find it in you to leave out and telling that you and we were a thing, it's something I would just not like mention, but I understand if not. Otherwise, I trust you. Oh, that dumb bitch. God, what is this? Please don't tell anybody. Please don't tell anybody that I said that we were in a relationship together because it's really embarrassing for me. Like that's your big own.
This is like one of those like old daytime soap operas from like the 90s. They're before cell phones were really a thing. They're just playing telephone, sit there, go like, by the way, don't talk about a relationship around people. Why, Karen? Because I have a husband.
He admitted to Janet that he lied to Steve. Oh my God, you self-righteous fucking bitch. You self-righteous cunt.
Because I have a theory. She
Dude,
actually
are you reading
was
this?
seeing
Are you
someone
reading this?
behind his back,
Dude,
and kept leading him on. Like she was in a monogamous relationship here.
I know, like, dude, come on. But look at this fucking text conversation, right? Remember. Oh my God, Yvonne, and the poor torture she suffered. By the way, did you know that he told people we were fucking dating? That fucking creep. Do you see this message right over here where he admits to lying that I was fucking him and that we're in a relationship and that I was just, we were just sexed all the time, right? But that's not a relationship. And how dare he? You see where he admitted to doing that? That's the most important thing that you need to take away from this conversation right now. I'm such a good and honest person, and fuck Fed. God damn, what a bitch. How much more of this shit do we have to go through? Holy shit.
It's like as the page turns.
God damn. How fucking self-righteous.
Bring back days of our lives. Yes, I want this.
Oh man, God, this is like my high school drama days. Oh, whoa, no. Please, let's not make fun of high schoolers by comparing to this mentally retarded shit we're going on.
Okay,
I know I'm going to get blasted for saying that, but
let's say college age.
No. Oh my God, I think high schoolers are more mature than this. Oh God, Crow, you promised you wouldn't tell anyone our secret. I'm sorry, Kyle. I am. I'm sorry, buddy. Oh man. Oh God. Okay.
Sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry.
This is why it's so difficult for me to believe when he just now, years after the incident, months after it became public, attempts to deny it. Why would you attempt to deny it, Fed? We all know it. I told everybody. I told them all what to say about you. Fed has been
Oh, whoa, excuse me. Yeah, channeling my inner bitch is making me gaseous.
Oof. Don't stink yourself out, please.
All right.
Fed has been known to be a serial flirt. This was brought up several times in an intervention where we held for Fed, where several girls in our close friend circle spoke on situations where he'd crossed boundaries or made them uncomfortable. The girls at the intervention were all okay with this info being shared because I promised them more airtime on a streaming and more promotions of their content. All they have to do is stab that man in the back. Stab him in the back, and I can make your dreams come true.
Okay.
Nick, you're in here? Wait, are you in the closet with the Augie? Hey, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? All right. No, but no,
man.
it's like
This is painful. This is fucking painful.
Okay, so this is kind of reminds me of like I remember an old friend of mine told me about like there was like a group of streamers that were having like Twitch drama in a bar at the first ever TwitchCon, and it blew my mind. Like he sat there and he was like, holy shit, this is like Days of Our Lives. This is Days of Our Lives COVID edition.
No joke to anybody who has to watch the stream clip that I uploaded this. Fair warning, I am planning on titling this stream clip Two Dudes Smash Pokimane Response.
Yep.
Cause I'm evil. Oh God.
I'm gonna get some very angry letters from Karens.
Oh God, yeah.
I look forward to them.
Just be fucking Pokimane's head and two fucking crows. Okay. All right. I mean, look, the evidence she's provided so far has been fucking awful, by the way. As much as Fedmyster's document was 25 pages of bullshit, this is so much worse.
This is like level 10 cringe, like in the scale between 1 and 20.
Fair.
Like this is like I'm like Fed was kind of like a 7. It's like it's a bit annoying, but like I could see where it's makes sense. But like with this, it seems like she's pulling a Tonkasol and just going in circles with a lot of shit.
I'm still blown away by the fact that the thing that she felt most offended by was that Fed told people that they were in a relationship, that the dude that she was regularly sexed with, you know, that to me takes the fucking cake here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I need to be transparent about who I was seeing in a conscious effort to be open and not lead him on. I mean, I sexed with all of my friends. We all talk about masturbation and how we should all share beds together. It's just what friends do. And sometimes Fred's fucking. But I didn't fuck Fred. Nobody should fuck Fed. That's disgusting. I understand it must be tough to move on from someone you live with and regularly sexed with. But I figured it was better that I was upfront to hear it directly from me instead of hiding it. Especially since I would frequently hear and witness him flirting with and pursuing other girls, even my close friends. That disgusting pig. Fed also had a habit of sleeping in girls' beds. Lily's, Yvonne's, and mine.
I mean, like, okay, I'm gonna be real here for a minute. I feel like one of those people in that streamer house is kind of like I feel like that's a lie in a sense. I feel like it's more like Lily Pichu. Like I don't think she would be that type of a girl that would just randomly go like, oh yeah, I'll sleep with you. Just like fuck. Like,
I mean, like what?
She seems like out of all three of them, she's the most reserved.
I mean, what am I fucking reading here, right? Okay. He was totally flirting with us and nobody wanted it, and he inappropriately touched our hand at one time, which is really nasty and disgusting. But you know, to anybody who thinks that maybe it was okay because we would let him sleep in our bed with us,
No, that was also really creepy and wrong, but we thought it was harmless, and we thought it was, just for funsies that we're all cuddling in our beds together. Are you what is wrong with these fucking women? Children, children, they are not adults. They're not fucking adults. I'm not going to pretend they're fucking adults. They're fucking kids. They're fucking kids. I swear to God.
How did Pokimane
the fuck is
be
this?
able to rent a vehicle for whenever she goes out on trips? Like, that's me. Just like,
why am I? This is your response. He inappropriately touched her hand. Inappropriately hand rape. And then, oh yes, well, he did tend to sleep in our beds, but he should not have gotten the wrong idea by flirting with us. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? And she said at one time he did try to sleep in my bed, and I told him how wrong and inappropriate it was. He tended to sleep in all of our beds with us. Are you fucking kidding me? God damn. God fucking damn. You know what? I'm sorry. Pokimane is a hell of a lot worse than I thought she was. Because it is one thing. It is one thing to be fucking stupid. It is another thing to be manipulative as all shit. It's a whole other thing to be manipulative and dumb as a fucking stick of melted butter. Holy fuck. God damn. What the actual... This is her response, guys. This is her official response to all the drama. All the drama. It's right here. It's right here, guys. This is it. This is it. God fucking damn. I was sitting here mocking fucking Fedmyster. They're all sitting there going like, oh,
Fedmyster's fucking terrible. Yeah, he's awful. You inappropriately touched my hand. Oh, God, that was awful. By the way, watch all of us on stream. We're all good friends. Fedmyster's a total perv. Oh, yeah, and yeah, he did sleep on our beds with us on more than one occasion. But you know what? He shouldn't have gotten the wrong idea. I was sexting with him, but he knew I was interested in other people. These girls are toxic as all shit. Holy fuck! Bail out. Bail the fuck out. Why am you think I'm gonna read your fucking garbage? I'm on page 6, and you buried the goddamn lead. You let him sleep in your fucking bed on several fucking occasions with you lying cunt. Jesus Christ. Here's my chat where I talk about how we really like him. And by the way, guys, remember the most important thing is that he told people we were dating. And I don't want it. You fat, ugly bitch. Holy shit. Okay, so we get a hotel room, but I can stay in yours. But also, I can stay in mine because, if you don't respond, I'm going to go to mine. Mine. Like me and Lily, referring to that I'm good to stay in the other room if he needs privacy to bring someone back to his room. Again, not wanting to get in the way of him bringing back other girls. Me and Lily. Cringe joke. Shut up, you lying bitch. Oh, here's more text conversations that proved absolutely nothing that I'm trying to say here. How long did you work on this, you lying little bitch? Holy
I think she rushed it, honestly.
Yeah, of course she did. This is embarrassing. Oh, conclusion. We're all the women who are still in offline TV together, who all threw this man under the bus, all agree because we all want to keep streaming together and all keep promoting each other's content. We all agree Fedmyster is terrible now that he's been excommunicated. Yeah, you guys are so fucking believable. Oh, by the way, yeah, sure, we were sexting with him. Sure, yeah, but he should have gotten the wrong idea. That was inappropriate. Oh, yeah, sure, we were in bed sleeping together and cuddling together, but how dare he think that meant we were interested in him? You are all awful, terrible people. The worst fucking kind of people. You are disgusting. I don't care that you led the dude on. I don't care that you manipulated him. I don't, right? Women do that shit. I understand it, right? I fucking get it. It's fine. Whatever. I care that after you did this, y'all got together in a little fucking sick, degenerate fucking hive and lied through your crooked fucking teeth about how he should have gotten the wrong idea. You let him sleep in your fucking bed and cuddle with you, you gross women, you disgusting cretins. Oh my fucking God. But they're women's, Crow. They're women's and they play video games. They know how to use a controller. And maybe one day they'll play with my controller. Fuck you too, you fucking weirdos. Fuck all of you. Fuck off.
Holy shit! I
Are
can't
we,
believe I
are,
got
are we
through
gonna
7
are we gonna have to
fucking
reference
pages.
the crazy hot scale
God.
again?
I'm sorry. What? What? I'm
Are we-
sorry. I'm sorry. I just read through 7 pages